Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special car on test, the new Ford Mustang. This is the new generation model, the European spec, and we're gonna go through all the details. As you can see, the car greets us with the beautiful new LED lights, and this is how it looks from the front. So the iconic design, and this new generation has got the distinctive Mustang look, but also of course the new elements. You see the sculpted long bonnet, you see the beautiful lights with the lovely lighting signature, and then of course the Mustang emblem here in the middle. This is the GT version. You can also go for the Dark Horse, which has also some extra styling details and a bit more power. But let's focus on this one. So the gorgeous design, 4 meters 81 is the length of the car. Here is your side view, long bonnet and iconic Mustang shape, again in this new, more modern look now for this new generation model. It's got the 5-liter engine, which you can see here. Of course, I will show you that a bit later on. Let's check out the wheels now. So here we have the 19-inch wheels. I love this design, and also I think it goes very well with the black exterior color. 255/40 R19. That's the dimension of the tires. We have the Michelin Pilot Alpine 5 tires, so the winter tires, and then also you see here the Brembo brakes. So overall, really great package here. And now let me show you also the rear tires. So there we go. The dimension here is 275/40 R19. Again, gorgeous design for the wheels. And now let me show you the car from this angle. I think it looks so good from here. Look at this. The pronounced strong shoulders, giving it dynamic look, very sporty design. And now we come here to the rear of the car, where you can see the new taillights with the gorgeous design and gorgeous lighting signature, but again iconic. So the well-known Mustang shape and GT lettering here in the middle. The rear view camera is located here, and also I want to show you now the exhaust pipes, the 4 of them. Look at this, looking gorgeous and sounding gorgeous. So the car has got such an exceptional sound, and of course, as expected, actually from a 5-liter V8 engine. But we know that modern day cars, you know, they don't all sound that good, so it's really a pleasure to drive a car that has such a good sound. Now tell me in the comments, how do you like the exterior design? How do you like this spec? Now let's check out the trunk space. In order to open it, press this, and now we open the tailgate. And actually here we have 381 liters of space, so actually a lot of space. And here also the tire repair kit. And if you need to convince your wife that this is a wise choice, well, here it is, a generous trunk space. So yeah, and here is the special hook. You can use it to open the tailgate from inside. So if you are trapped inside the trunk, this is how you get out. And look at this from this angle, and also I want to show you from this side as well. Very pronounced, very sporty. I'm a huge fan of it. And also let me show you one cool detail here. So look at this. Not sure how much, I think you can see it actually. So the generations of Ford Mustang here on the rear glass. So that is a cool detail. And now you can see it also with the sun that is now out, looking so nice. I will now unlock it. Here is the key again, by the way. So unlock button is here, and then also if you press this twice, you open the tailgate like this. So that is also one way to do it. But now we are ready to explore the interior of the car. So let's open the door, and here we have the gorgeous new interior with the new design elements. You see, also modern but iconic at the same time, just like the exterior of the car. So here are the seats, and they're actually very good. They hold you in one position but are also comfortable at the same time, so I find that very good indeed. Upon entering the car, you are greeted with the Mustang lettering here, And let me also show you the door pocket, storage compartment in here, and the switches for the windows and the mirrors, lock and unlock buttons are here. And now I think we are ready to see this from driver's perspective. So without further ado, let's jump inside. And this is it. First thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the car, and we're gonna go back at the rear to hear the exhaust. How nice is that? All right, then tell me in the comments, what do you think about that? The sound is so good. And also, of course, stay tuned for the point of view drive. It's such a pleasure to drive a car that is sounding so good and of course feels so good here behind the steering wheel. Now let me go through the details of the dashboard. I will first change the view to a wider view so that you can see a more detailed overview. All right, then here is a wider overview of the dashboard itself. The 3-spoke steering wheel with the flat bottom, 12.4-inch digital cockpit. Different views are available, I will show you that. Now here, the 13.2-inch touchscreen with the new infotainment system, the Sync 4 infotainment system. Lovely design element here, Mustang lettering. Air vents are located below the screen. You have some physical buttons here, including the volume knob, start engine button, the gear selector for the automatic 10-speed transmission, and you can also go for the 6-speed manual. So those are the options. And now let me show you all this from close with a different view again. The steering wheel has got the physical buttons, which is always nice to see. You can change the driving modes here, so that is really easy and convenient. So here is the normal mode. Then if we move on here, you have the sport mode, and you see lovely graphics. You'll see that the digital cockpit changes depending on the mode that you are in. You can also customize it, so you can have different view on different driving mode depending on what you prefer. I quite like this view. Look at this. So this is the track mode, then drag strip. How cool are those animations? And slippery roads. And also the custom mode. Now the custom mode, you can of course not activate, but you can configure all the things here. And actually I've put this view for the custom mode, this like the old school dials. I think it looks so good and so cool, and again very iconic, and I think it suits the car so well. Now back to the normal mode. So those are the digital cockpit views. And now here, the 13.2-inch touchscreen. I will go through the details in a moment. Let me just show you here from close. USB-C port, USB port, 12-volt power supply, wireless charging pad. Here is the gear selector again for the 10-speed automatic transmission. Here is the manual mode, and again the key. Here is the parking brake that has this cool design, and in the middle the storage compartment with the 12-volt power supply, and yeah, decent amount of room in here. Now let me show you the glove compartment, also decent amount of room as well. And now the infotainment system. So again, 13.2-inch touchscreen, the new Sync 4 infotainment system. This is like the home screen, and then you have various things here on the side. So for example, if we go here, you go to settings, you have settings for various things. So for example, vehicle settings are here, and then you can adjust various things, including the quiet start, which you can activate here if you don't want to wake up the neighbors, if you are, for example, going to work early in the morning. And let's go back. The sound settings. So the car has got a very good sound system. B&O, but I prefer to drive this car with the music turned off because it sounds so good. But yeah, definitely great sound system as well. And then you can adjust various things in here, these settings for the system itself, clock settings, navigation settings, so you can then set map and vehicle, driving, map view, map theme, layers, and yeah, also guidance, traffic, stuff like that. And let's go back. So we go to settings in here, general settings, so units, measurements, and stuff like that. Instrument cluster, you can choose what you have on the screen. And if we go back here, for the system settings, central display, and wallet mode, which is very useful for a car like this. You will lock the system using a 4-digit PIN, so I'm not going to do it right now, but when you have a car like this, I think this is very useful. And FORD Assistant, so these are the settings for it, and I think that covers the settings. And now we will go here to the features, and let's start with my Mustang. So look at this. This is very cool. So you can have different exhaust modes in here. So this is the sport one, the track exhaust, and the quiet exhaust. And then here, track apps, acceleration timer, brake performance, and lap timer, drift brake for track use only. So drift brake on changes your drive mode to track, locks the rear wheels when you pull on the parking brake handle. You can perform handbrake turns or initiate a drift by pulling up the handle and turning the steering wheel at the same time. If you turn off the traction control, electronic stability control, turn them back on before returning to public roads. So you can really have lots of fun with this car. Of course, this is just for the track. And let's also see this. Okay, so also a burnout to heat up the rear tires for better traction, for track use only as well. And yeah, so those are the track apps. Then you have this very cool gauge style. I think I will drive with this during the point of view drive in some point. I mean, I will change the views and everything, but definitely this will be on for some time. I think it looks very cool. Oh, and we have two options here. How cool is that? That is so cool. Now let's go back. Custom mode. So you saw the custom mode, and now here is where you can have the different things for the custom mode. So the dampers, then steering, traction control, then exhaust, start stop, and the dials. So you see we have different options for the dials. And actually, let's go to custom mode so that you can see how that looks. Look at this. So the Fox body Mustang, then SVT Cobra. I think this is such a cool element, such a cool detail, you know, to give this iconic look to the modern dashboard. And I think this is the way to go. So yes, we do have the new technology, but with this way you feel like you are in some kind of vintage car. And yeah, definitely nice driver oriented detail. And yeah, tell me in the comments what would be your choice. I also quite like this racetrack view. But yeah, for now I will have the custom mode with the classic view, and you have different profiles which you can then set. So then when you set the custom mode, it will be like now the profile 3, for example, but I will put the profile 1 right now. And then my color, so let's see this. Now we have different themes and different ambient lights in different colors. Of course, we will see more details during the night drive, but now you see that like the theme is the blue one, and also here in the lower section as well. Let's put the normal drive mode. Now we will see, I believe the dials will be blue. Yes, they are. So you see the blue theme. And yeah, if we go back to features here, my Mustang, and put the colors to red and go back, now you see that here everything is now red. So we have the red theme, and now the cluster themes, which I already showed you, and now here we have them set to match the drive mode, and those are the options here. You can also have this calm screen, maybe for road trips during the night. But yeah, now let's match drive mode. So that is the My Mustang. Now let's go back to driver assistance. So a bunch of driver assist and safety systems. You can adjust how you want them to work in here, and you can also edit the favorite for the custom button, which is here. So currently it's set to exhaust mode, which I think is very good. So speaking about those buttons here, start, stop, off, and then press this to go into My Mustang. This is the traction control off, so there we go. Now it's off, now it's back on. Hazard lights with nice clicking sound, and here is the button for the exhaust mode. Max blow and volume knob is here. So I think now we covered most of the things here, and now we have the exhaust mode in the race track, I believe, and then yeah, this is sport exhaust, this is track exhaust, and here is the explanation. Allows you to change how loud the exhaust is. So quiet mode, minimize sport mode, extra volume, and track mode provides loud, unrestrained sound and is for track use only. To schedule your vehicle to start in quiet mode at certain times, see quiet start in vehicle settings. So I already showed you that. And now the AC. So here is where you can adjust the air blower. AC is here, and you can also do this. And then you can adjust the temperature in here. So I think that's pretty much it. And of course, yeah, the navigation. Stay tuned for the night point of view drive. But now I will go to the city of Zagreb to show you the 3D view of the buildings, which I know this Sync 4 infotainment system has. So look at this, the cathedral, for example, and some other beautiful buildings here in Zagreb. So again, stay tuned for the night drive. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it when we talk about the infotainment system and this interior. Tell me in the comments, what do you think about it? Of course, here you have the pedals for a manual shifting of the gears. Let me show you the sun visor. Hello there. The lights are here, and the compartment for your gloves, and the sun visor for the passenger as well. Now I can try and sit at the rear bench, even though I'm not sure it's such a good idea, but let's do it. In order to move the driver's seat, you have the lever here. There we go. And here it is. Now I'm gonna access the rear bench. Actually, accessing it is really okay. This is how it looks, but now the driver's seat is moved maximum forward. And let me also show you for my head. Here it is. This is how it looks on 1.87 m. So yeah, I think this is best suitable for children. As you can see, we have the ISOFIX points here for the seat, the children's seat, and of course you can also put the luggage here at the rear bench if you are going on a longer road trip. Now let's get out and let me show you the engine. Let me now show you the engine. So this will be very special. There we go, and it's full glory. 5-liter V8 engine producing 446 horsepower in this GT version. If you go for the dark horse, then you have 453 horsepower. Acceleration on this GT, so the coupe version with the automatic transmission, from 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds, and the top speed is 250 kilometers per hour. So really an impressive car. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. And again, this spec and this engine and the whole package is just so good. So stay tuned for the point of view test drive, as I'm sure you will enjoy it just as much as I will. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked the details of the new Ford Mustang, and stay tuned for the point of view test drive we are going now. So it will be so much fun. Stay tuned for that and see you on the next video. Bye bye.